Hey, what is up, guys and gals? How's it going? Mr. Kill Happy here, or to whom some of you know me as Plastic Hamster. And today we are doing a somewhat special episode today because we are playing. Let's go ahead and skip through that. We are playing Gundam Versus, and well, why is this episode so special? You might ask. Well, let's see. Many years ago, Japan had stopped, like, delivering Gundam Versus or allowing Americans to have Gundam Versus, kind of, if that's what you want to say. And, well, the only way you could have gotten a Gundam game was going to some, like, website or whatever and stuff that, you know, sells games and stuff, kind of like behind people's backs and all that. And they were in Japanese. In fact, even the text was in Japanese. This right here, this Gundam Versus, would have been in Japanese. Now, for me, that's kind of like not good because, you know, I'm not really willing to, well, one, take the time to really care to learn Japanese, no offense. Two, really be as involved if everything was in Japanese. I just couldn't understand it whatsoever. And three, wasn't willing to take the chance to order off some back alley website. So, yeah. Many years later, Japan had finally thought up the idea to give up this Gundam Versus game to America with one catch. If purchased on PS4. The catch was, you cannot record the gameplay. Gundam Versus. The system itself had set itself automatically to not allow any form of recording on Gundam Versus. Because, well, maybe copyright reasons, maybe Japan, being that they're a little bit more strict on it to begin with, they maybe take away the whole recording thing and stuff, because they already just wanted it to themselves to begin with. I mean, I could understand. Gundam's amazing. Well, there's a little thing called OVS, and I'm using it right now on my PC, and I did say that I have it on PS4. However, I am also using the remote play feature that is on the PS4 with my PC. So basically, I got my PS4 on still. I could even see the TV on there while playing on the computer. And this allows me to play on the PC remotely, like a PS Vita or something. I don't know. What else is remote play? Well, yeah, kind of like a Game Boy or something when you used to play like multiplayer on that. You guys had to be sitting next to each other and you had to connect to one another. But yeah. So, I don't know if there's any copyright infringement things going on here with this game. That's probably why they didn't allow it. However, I still want to record it because I love Gundam Versus. Gundam Versus is amazing. I want to record Gundam Versus. This song is matching what I'm saying right now with this utmost amazing speech. And I will not be held back from playing Gundam Versus. Many years ago, I played Gundam Battle Assault 2. That game was amazing. That game was addicting. And now that this game has come out, I will not be stopped from copyright infringement. I will not be stopped by Godzilla. I will not... Is that racist? I will not be stopped by corporate laws. I will not be stopped. I will play this game on video, whether I want to or not. Well, I do. So, yeah. Plus, with this amazing music in the background. I will play this game. So, what this game is basically not a side-scrolling fighter like Gundam Battle Assault 2 was. It is basically a 3D camera to the back type of fighter, where basically you walk around as your little Gundam dude and all that, and fight other people. Triangle is usually like your melee combat and all that. Square would be your firing. What else? What else we got? Let's see here. Okay. Does not allow me to set specific buttons. So, X is to like use your thrusters and boost whichever direction you want. Circle does something. I forgot what it does. I'm a retard. But yeah, there's like also combos that you could do in this game as well. So it's kind of like a free walking around type of closed battlefield type of fighter game. It's still a fighter game. It's just not side-scrolling, really. And you could choose who you want to fight at whatever time you want to fight them at. Whether it's online or AI, like this trial battle, for example. It's just basically you and another AI versus a set target AI. So kind of like challenge mode or missions, to be specific. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of hard to play because the cord that I'm using to connect my controller to my PC is very short, so I cannot lay back or anything like that and be relaxed. I'm pretty much, you know, playing sideways kind of. So hopefully this goes all right. So I've already completed some of these. In fact, surprisingly enough, with a triple S rank. Why do I like this game so much? Well, because it's Gundam, first off, you know, childhood memories. 2, this is actually a game that I could feel like I could go EA on, like EA Sports on. Like, I know there's actual EA try-hard type of games, like Overwatch. Overwatch is meh. I'm so meh on Overwatch. I'm more like the type of guy who just wants to have fun with the team on Overwatch. There's, what, Call of Duty? No Call of Duty, please. It's all the same thing. But Gundam, I don't know, it just connects with me, not only in memory, but also just with, like I honestly feel like I go try hard on this for some battles, depending on what Gundam I choose. Now, there's 3 different kind of Gundams, or 4 different kind of Gundams. One type of Gundam could be shooting only. They're a shooting-based Gundam. They have cannons on them, they have guns that they use, but they do not have any form of close combat type of deal going with them. Aside with the acceptance, or with the whatever you want to call it, of certain combos that you could press with triangle. Let's say, for example, you have a shooting Gundam, and you press back and triangle. They will have maybe like a little knife come out or something, and do like one little combo, and that's all they have as a melee combo. Or if not, they could fly up in the air, you know, use their feet and step on the enemy Gundam, for example. That. And then there's combat-only Gundams. Close-range Gundams only. Now, some of them do have like little cannons on their heads and stuff that they could use just to get, you know, an enemy off them, maybe. Or shoot an enemy if the enemy's not allowing them to get close. Oh, there's a buddy of mine. Okie dokie. So, yeah, so there's a shooting Gundam, and then combat-only Gundam. Now, their combos for combat are pretty cool, because, you know, they're combat-only. The combos they could do could get pretty flashy. And also, you know, you could press whatever direction you want, and the combo will proceed to do its thing in whichever direction you pressed it in. And then now there's various shooting and then various combat. The various types I think are more in between, but edging a little more towards whatever it is. So various shooting is both combat and shooting, but aiming a little bit more towards shooting. And then there's various combat, which is, you know, shooting and close range, but you could still do the large array of combos while still being able to shoot, maybe while in the combo as well. Kind of like Devil May Cry, just not exactly. Now, there's one thing to take note of in this game. It kind of supports being fast-paced. However, it can be a tad bit slow sometimes. It's like, let's say, for example, you do something where you stun an enemy and it brings you closer to them. Like that ability stuns them and brings you closer to them. Something that'll happen is when you get close to them and you press triangle to do your combo move, it won't immediately go into that combo. It'll give your enemy some time to get unstunned and be able to possibly get out of your attack. That's something I might have a wee bit of a problem with. However, it can be good because then you cannot spam a stun and can combo like For Honor can be sometimes. It's balanced. I just don't like that it slows down right there. That's really it. Now, I played through 6 modes apparently, and then it goes really hard, so I'm gonna try a little bit more of the lighter ones just to kind of like show off how this game is. I want to try to show it off without it getting too weird or too out there, you know. You know what, sure, let's play this one. Alright, so I heard that there is a 91 different Gundams that you could play as, or maybe 91, 92, however many. It's definitely over 90 characters or robots that you could play as, just to make it simple. It goes all the way down here. This is the bottom of the list, this is the top of the list right here, and then there's the random selection. Now, every Gundam has their specific cost type. What a cost type is basically the amount of lives that you could jump in for a battle. So let's say, for example, you pick a Gundam that has 200 power or 200 cost. Basically, a 200 cost Gundam, if destroyed, can jump into a battle more than a 500 cost Gundam. However, a 200 cost Gundam is really weak, first off, in health, and it's really weak in combat. It could barely do anything. It's more like one of those cheap type of Gundams. You know, those things where you're new to the game, and you're really only stuck at wanting to press one button for an attack. What a 300 cost Gundam is, you know, cheap still, but able to do a little bit more. 400 is kind of pushing it a little bit, but can do a lot more. You're more viable to surviving if you know how to use said Gundam. If you know how to boost out of the way of attacks, if you know how to when to do a certain combo without getting punished back. 500 is kind of pushing it. If you play as a 500 character, you're telling your ally, if you're playing online, you're telling your ally that you can carry them. That you want to do this basically alone by yourself. My cat's meowing in the background. That you want to do this basically alone by yourself. That you could handle it. Because if your ally dies, and if you die, then, like depending on what Gundam they use, if you die, you're basically, like, ruining what you guys have as a pair. Because, let's say, if you two pick a 500 Gundam, and you only have 1,000 cost to spend, if both of you die once, you're done. If one of you die once, and when you respawn, you'll respawn with only half of your health. Because that is when overcost comes into play. So, let's just say one Gundam starts at 500 health. Or no, let's say a Gundam starts at 600 health. And he's a 500 cost Gundam. That 600 health Gundam dies. When that Gundam comes back, he will come back with only 300 health and still cost 500. Like, 500 points. Because it was a 500 cost Gundam to begin with. It's kind of like change in a sense, like money. Just think about it like that. If you don't have enough money, then you're not going to be able to buy something as worth. Or buy something back with much worth. Just think of it like that. Now this is a DLC Gundam right here. I use actual money and I played with it a lot. However, I think I'm gonna use... Excuse me. I think I'm just gonna use the base Gundam right here. So I already have them selected with what I want. So I'll go ahead and This is the intro. Now, there is something that I did, which was lower down the operator voice, which is a little side character that talks to you while in battle. And I also lowered the Japanese dubbing voice because, like, no offense, it's just a tiny bit annoying when you're in combat and then you're swinging, and every time you swing, somebody says something. You know, it's literally every time, even when you shoot. Even when you shoot, it's all the time. So, like, I find that a little bit annoying and questioning about my ability to do that beforehand. Okay. This volume's a little bit intense. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and lower my desktop audio a little bit on the OBS. There we go. Raise up the music a little bit to even it out. Cool. That might be a little bit too high, but okay. So, as I was saying, yeah, the speech audio could be a little bit repetitive and stuff. Mostly when you just want to get your business done. Ow, ow. Now there's different buttons that you can press. There's L1, which is your rockets for this character. L2, which is... Ow, I got stunned. L2, which is a javelin that could stun people, and you could... Ow, ow. And you could charge it up. Hold on, let me... There you go. And throw it. And for the most part, it'll miss people all the time. Let's not die again. Oh, I might have doomed myself. Yep. Yeah, let's just go ahead and stay back here. Yeah, usually these missions are easy. Hold on, let me get this guy. Let me get... Yes! Good job. And then, like I said before, you can change directions the way you want to, like, face combat. Ow. So let's say, for example, I press right and triangle. It'll bring out the mace and go into them at a sideways angle. And then I press forward and triangle, that'll send them lunging. Ow. Back and triangle, he'll pull up his shields and then thrust towards them. You could also do that with certain abilities too. With like L1. Let's see. Yeah, I could dash right while using my javelin still. And that'll hit him. There you go, like that. And then let's say your character can shoot rockets. I mean, well, not like this one because this one stays stationary when you shoot rockets. But there's a Gundam that you could shoot rockets from, and what's going on here? Okay. So that could shoot rockets, and if you press right on the D-pad while you're shooting the rockets, he will like do flips to the right and shoot 2 rockets instead of just 1. So it's kind of like dodging something while at the same time being able to do damage. So kind of like punishing in a sense. If they try to get too close to you, that is. Or if they shoot a bullet towards you and don't account for you shooting back. And you can press left and, you know, it'll go left. You can press forward and then it'll lunge your character forward towards your enemy if you want to go in for like a really quick melee attack. Because usually the melees, if you press triangle alone, not only send you forward still, like a lock-on rocket, but you also have that initial thrust from the rocket that you shot also. And then back, you know, you'll be shot back if you want to dodge any kind of attack, or if your enemy's coming too close, you could move back. So that was that. That was that kind of Gundam. Now let's see. When you exit out of this mode, it doesn't save where you're at, so you gotta restart if you leave. Now this Gundam seems like it's just Various alone, so he's both combat and shooting, like equally. So if you guys like that, like just an even Gundam, then yeah, they have some of those. I think there's more like regular Various, yeah, like this one right here. Now I'll show you one that I personally like. Yeah, sure, we'll use this one. This one's a 500 cost Gundam, so if I die, yeah, there's gonna be some problems. And for the Gundams that you pick for these trial modes, they have some really nice cinematics based off of the series that the Gundam's from, or based off of the series that the mech is from, because not all Gundams are Gundams. They're a model of something. Like there's a regular Gundam, which is called Gundam, and then there's like those green guys right there, for example, that are called Zakus, which are not Gundams. They're a robot, technically. See, here we go. See, this is the one that I was talking about with the rocket dodge ability. He could dodge bullets heading towards him. Not only that, he also has the ability to... Oh, get him off. He also has the ability to... oh, I don't have him anymore. Okay, let's just wait for that to load up then. And then... It's hard to do a showcase while playing a game because you gotta play it leveled out so people could understand what's going on. Basically, that's an excuse for why I'm sucking. Okay, so here we go. So this guy could also jump off of rocks too. There we go. See that? And those rocks are able to damage enemies that they run into. And then there's also the assist ability, which sends out any Gundam that you choose to basically do their signature attack against the enemy that you're targeting. There we go. Another thing too is whenever you get a kill or defeat your enemy, you'll do a victory animation based off of how you've killed them. And it also is based off of what type of Gundam you have also. The 200 cost ones will probably only have one animation no matter what. And a level 500 Gundam will have more variations of winning animations. So let's say you shoot the enemy and kill them that way, just with a regular gun. Your Gundam or your mech will, pull out his rifle or something and aim it towards the camera or whatever. If you kill them with a sword, then your mech will be holding out his blade in a certain fancy way. If you kill them with a special attack, which I could show you guys a little bit later on, then it will show a different type of animation that is based off of that special attack, that final killing blow attack. Now hold on, I'm gonna do something really quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go deactivate my my notification thing on my PS4 really quick. Wait, actually no, I can't even do that now because my controller's connected to the... Wow. Well, it looks like I'm stuck with getting notifications. Oh well. So yeah. Also, if you're somebody like me who's played Gundam like some of the older games. And then also felt that sudden disconnection of games. And then you play this game, you could really like be in awe and the graphics and all that. Like I played a game much like this one. You can still kind of hear the talking. So I played a game much like this one, which was called Gundam Versus Zeta Gundam, and then also Gundam versus Zeon Forces or something like that. And it was pretty much exactly like this, like the whole walking around thing and shooting enemies or hitting them with your sword. But it was like PS1 days and all that, PS2 days. So that was some low quality, you know, graphics. And seeing a gameplay much like that one now, with high quality graphics and different kinds of Gundams and different kind of mechs based off of the newer shows that came out, it's really like, wow, you know? It's like, oh man, I missed a lot, you know? Then again, I probably never plan to watch the show unless it's the original. I've never watched the original either. I don't know why. I'm just like, I'm like one of those guys who likes something because it's there, but not necessarily like the show that it's based off of. It's like Zone of the Enders, for example. I think they had a movie of that at one point, but I first off, I didn't know when I was a wee little lad. Second off, I know now and I still don't care, and I still like it. Something I should have done before backing out, or as I backed out the first time, was lowering the game volume. There we go. I was pretty focused there. Sorry. Oh no, there's a guy attacking me still. Leave me alone. Alright. So hold on. There's a boss here. I wanted to... Where can I still? I'll do it. Fine. So there are different kinds of modes. There's there's online mode where you could fight other players. It's either 1v1, 2v2, or 3v3. Another mode is this trial mode where you fight against AIs. Or, for another you versus AI type of thing that you could do, is, I think it's called like Boss Rush or something like that, where basically you fight these bosses, like that giant ship that I was shooting just now. That would be qualified as a boss, I think. This one right here, it's a larger mechanical thing, right? So it's a boss. This one's basically your usual Ubisoft bullet sponge. Oh, these guys have special abilities too. And these guys just basically fly around and stuff and wait for you to shoot them and all that and try to attack you. Do their sneaky stuff. There we go. Nice. Alrighty. Hold on, I'm gonna do something really quick. You know what? Never mind. I was gonna pause my recording that I have here. Well, not the recording, but pause the video that I have recording on the side screen here for YouTube. Watch myself. No, yeah, never mind. Okay. These two right here are different bosses. You could pick whichever one you want to go to. Honestly, I prefer this one because I like this one, Big Sam. He is a really silly looking boss or giant mobile suit. However, Big Sam was like one of the biggest things when I first played the Gundam games. I guess you could say he was the first boss I ever encountered in Gundam ever. Alright, here he is. And another reason why I like him so much is because he's able to do that, for example. Shoot a bunch of cannons out of his sides and spin around like that. Oh jeez. And he also had that giant particle cannon on his front, which was overpowered in Gundam Earth Federation versus Xeon, and also in Zeta Gundam as well. There we go. Excuse me. Something that I liked about those older Gundam games that I played compared to this one is that you could actually play as the bosses. Ow, I bit my tongue. No. So you could actually play as the bosses as if they were a regular character. I don't mean that like if they were a small player model. I mean that like they're literally huge. They're literally boss sized. However, you could use them regularly as a selectable character. And in Gundam Versus Zeta Gundam, there were multiple bigger characters put into the game. There was Psycho Gundam, who was a larger version of the Gundam that I just showed you guys a little while ago. There was Psycho Gundam Mark II. He was just a second version of, version 1. There was Adzam, who was just a flying quad flyer thing or something, but it was big. It had a lot of cannons around it too. There was this flying ship. It was like teal colored that would shoot out little probes to shoot your enemies from behind them or from whichever direction, just not from you. That was another larger type of enemy. And let's see, who else was there? I think that was it. Benzam, Psycho Gundam, Mark II, Adzam. Yeah. Oh, and also that one with the claw that I just fought off, like that one on the menu there. They also had that, and he only had one ability. He was a very bad character, which was to just go around, flying around, slicing people. That was really it. So yeah, that's one reason why I like that game over this one. And also because, again, memories. Always fun to remember how it was. And comparing it now. Alrighty. So now we're here on the final mission. I was gonna, skip on that and go and lower the volume on the game, but let's just go ahead and do this since we're already here. Just like my notifications, I'm already doing it and it's too late to fix it. Actually, I could fix it through here right now. Oh, there you go. There's his, like, rage mode in a sense. His special ability, and that was it right there. Get out of, get out, get out. Oh god. That was scary. Oh wow. The building just went crashing down on him. That's cool. God, I love Gundam. SS! Just as usual, but it's on easy, so it's not really that big of a feat. So, oh, here. Haha, menu screen. Let's do this really quick. Go to notifications. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. You guys can see my menu too. You guys can see what's up. Let me see, notifications. Pop up, let's close that for right now. And go back here. Oh no. What's this? Steam, what are you guys doing to me? Steam, get off my screen. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. My god, the Steam menu just went and overtook my menu here, or overtook my game screen. What the heck's up with that, man? Steam's being a little bit annoying today. Just a little bit. I thought that messed up my whole entire stream and everything. There we go. So lower that to the max. Now let's put the desktop audio back up. Lower my music just a tiny bit. Not need it completely. I think that's fine. Where was this fine? Okay. There we go. Now, aside from possibly playing online and getting my butt whooped, there was something I wanted to do, which was kind of like a challenge mode in a sense. So in this game, I really like the Gundams that could, do things that aren't, that useless. The ones that could dodge around all crazy and even have a melee with them if they can. However, yeah, let's do this in SS rank. There is a Gundam, a mobile suit. I wouldn't even say it's a mobile suit. There is a thing here that, well, first off, doesn't have any legs. It doesn't look mobile at all, and looks like it only has two forms of attacks. It's guns on its arms, and it's guns on its shoulders, the gun tank. And I want to see it, I want to challenge myself here. The gameplay might be boring, okay? Just take note of that. I want to challenge myself and use this mobile suit, which is right there, in this mission, in this whole entire, trial. It's harder than the one I just played before, so if you thought I sucked before, well, wow. I'm definitely going to do better with this one then. Look at that. He's one of the smaller ones. I mean, he's fast. Please. I remember in the games before, he was pretty slow. His triangle is shooting those. My square is shooting these. Let's see. Yep, shoot him. Let's see what these buttons do. Oh, snap! Okay, that was a lot of stuff. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty cool. Or R2? Oh, it sends out a little airplane. That's cool. This guy isn't as bad as he looks. Talk about not judging the book by its cover, right? You know what? Let's just get into these. There we go. Much easier. This guy right here is cool. Out of ammo. Don't you dare shoot me with that trash. So this character is not as bad as he looks. Huh. I mean, he's stupid looking, but... Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and go for this one, because this one's a little bit challenging. god, he could also go backwards too. Oh. Oh, look, he does have a melee. Isn't that adorable? He goes and lunges at them. Stupid idea. Oh, I wasted that. I got... Oh no! I get double teamed right there. Ow. Eat it! Oh, there's my ally right there. He gets little dudes to fly after him and shoot. Ow! My back. Alright, here we go. I actually have a chance to do a special ability that's exclusive to this character. Let's see. Now, here, how about we not die? There we go. Wait for him to get up. And... Okay, that was pretty anticlimactic. Harry, oh my gosh, did I shoot him in the head? Oh my gosh, I shot him straight in the back of the head. That looked rather painful. Alright, let's fix a little bit something here. Excuse the chatter in the background. There we go. Just resetting everything here for the music that's playing in the background. I don't know what other people use. I don't know if they have like their own playlist for songs. But I just use YouTube, man. Get some of that epic stuff playing in the background. As I eat my M&Ms. Wow, that was a terrible one. Now here's a DLC Gundam right now. Well, this one's called a Gundam. If anybody still doesn't know the difference between a Gundam and just a regular mobile suit, basically the main properties that you need to look for is either, one, it has two eyes, regular two eyes. Two, it looks like it has a samurai helmet on with a V chevron along the forehead. Three, it has vents on the nipples. Like, it's got nipple vents or something. I don't know. 4, it dons the color of America, red, white, and blue. For whatever reason, or it could be Korea. I don't know. 5, it's got a mouth that looks like it has upside down chevrons. Like it's got upside down chevron vents on the mouth. 6, If it does not have upside down chevrons on the mouth, then it probably has a mask of some kind. So anything that looks more so humanoid and samurai than anything else, because I'm pretty sure a lot of these things on this game either looks like a Roman or doesn't look anything like a human, because it's probably missing a head, or it's missing some legs, or it doesn't have 2 eyes, or its body is completely off looking from a normal human. Oh, see, like this guy, for example. He's dead. Oh gosh. Go! Ow! Oh. Ow. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Oh! No! One of these guys! No! Oh no, these guys shoot out the little gates. No! Oh, there goes one of me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Jesus. Back off. Fart knocker. The past couple of times I played this mode, or this specific trial, I've noticed that some of the enemies on this mission are weaker than others. So, let's see. Check that out first. There we go, just completely hammer him with everything. Oh, this is the Zone of the Under one. The one that basically plays and looks exactly like an enemy from Zone of the Unders. Well, not exactly, but a little bit close enough for some copyright infringement. Put upon these guys. Put upon Bandai. I mean, I'm not one to suggest that Bandai gets a copyright claim, because Bandai has provided me with an amazing franchise. But hey, I mean, look guys, gotta be creative. Sponsor me, Bandai. Sponsor me. There are many companies that somebody might want to be sponsored by. Some of the ones I want to be sponsored by might not be, like, of normal. Like, there's, like, what, Razer, you know, that's the usual ones that you want to be sponsored by, like, gaming ones. There's, Main Gear, which is the guys that provided me with my PC. Not provided me, but, you know, I purchased a PC from them. And it is a beautiful PC indeed. I would suggest going to maingear.com and purchasing it. And either a laptop or a regular PC or a workstation from them. I mean, that's your choice. You can buy a t-shirt from them, I think. They still didn't give me my t-shirt. Like, when I ordered this, it came with a Razer keyboard, Razer mouse, and it said it was going to come with 2 Main Gear branded t-shirts, which I wanted to point fun at, and pretend I wanted, like in a sponsorship type of deal with them. Like when I was gonna do my unboxing video, which I still have not uploaded yet, and I still haven't even edited it yet. But yeah, I basically wanted to use a t-shirt to make it look like I was being sponsored by them when I wasn't. I was gonna wear it and stuff and just like face the camera towards my shirt all the time. Just keep it there looking at the emblem. I mean, hey man, I was excited during the time, okay? I was gonna do some stupid stuff, make it look like I was actually in a deal of some kind. Why is my music stopped? Hold on. There's a casual stop. It's just really quiet for some reason. Ah, here we go. Here's that one teal character that I was talking about. I flew around and shot little dudes at you. Jesus Christ. Oh no. Stop it. Oh god. Oh, okay. Wow, that was easy. Usually I have trouble with that boss. And it's primarily because I'm a different type of mobile suit that requires melee, maybe. I don't know. That was pretty easy though. Ooh. Okay, so in these trial matches, if you successfully beat them for the first time, it will give you like a secret side mission in that trial. You gotta play it all over again, but go to that said secret mission and do it for, you know, some extra currency. And this is one of the other extra ones. That one teal boss was an extra mission, but this one has a character much like mine, which was all based off of shooting. That is a boss. It's all based off of shooting. And he's always in rage mode, basically. And what his rage mode can do is launch a ginormous barrage of lasers at me, which can possibly and will most likely kill me in one shot. So this one might be a little bit on the difficult side, mostly since he could do his special attack all the time, like multiple times, since he always has his rage mode on. Oh no! Got it. There he is. Oh, and that's his move. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, like I said, it could kill me in one shot. Ow, are you kidding me? What's worse too is that usually our bosses that could stay standing and you could just lay all your bullets into them. No, this guy will actually fall down, so like he's able to get back up and get his bearings again. So it's not like you could just completely barrage him with like attacks and stuff without him, you know, still being there. So I unlock my super mode here. Oh, I did it! Wait, I gotta shoot my special attack. Maybe it'll do my special attack. Not a problem. Oh, it was by me? Oh, there it is. Cool. Look at that, we're both the same mobile suit. Nice. Loving it. Let's stretch here for a little bit. Been going for around about an hour. That's good. Okay, well, that wasn't much of a challenge, really, to be honest. Although I didn't get the triple S, but yeah, still pretty easy. Okay. I have a different Gundam that I could play as. Well, in fact, we have another mode to play with him. Free battle. Oh, there's also free battle where you can basically select the Gundam that you want, which you can do all the time. And also select the Gundam or the mobile suit of your enemies as well. So it's kind of like a training mode in a sense, basically. And if you wanted to, well, what I should have done was use free battle to show you guys exactly how the moves work. But that might be saved for another video later on. There's also ranked match, which is basically, you know, your try hard EA games type of stuff. And there's casual match where you could do, you know, 1v3, or no, not 1v3, 3v3. No, that's like the mobile suit. You can also select your region restrictions, so if you only want to play with America, you can. If you want to go all around the world, you can. Japan only, I don't know why you would if you live in America, because, you know, there would be a lot of lag. I'm sure you could do that. There's player match. Hold on, what is... Oh, so this is like a tournament type of mode, I think. So what it seems like is you can either create your own room and then create your own specifications, whether you want your gauge to be infinite to be able to use your special ability or something like that quicker, or, you know, setting the timer, setting the map, or you could look for a room and then have somebody else do those specifications for you, or search for friends and all that. So yeah, that's nice. There's Ultimate Battle. Now, these are the ones that I told you about with the boss survival. There you go. There's boss rush, basically. So far I made it to wave 11 with, is that Sasabi? I think that's what it's called. And then there's easy survival, normal survivor, hard survival. I went for retard there. And what survivals are is just basically fighting against normal enemies continuously and seeing how far you can go with rounds. Also, what boss survival can do is be played online, and somebody can actually play as a boss. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't doubt it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think so. Pretty sure you can play as a boss. However, it is randomly selected. Plus, the amount of players are not specified. So, let's say you're, you know, playing offline regularly on a boss survival. It'll randomly take you out of that to do a boss. And sometimes the boss could even be an AI. And then there will be a random amount of online players that'll be on your side fighting with you. So it doesn't matter if everything's all taken up. It'll just give you however many people there are, and it'll choose whether it wants the boss to be an AI or be an actual player. Like, there have been some, like maybe one time where I found a player being the boss, and then the rest of it was an AI. And then there were some AI allies as well.
You're more than just a bathroom disease.
You're a life of unpredictable symptoms.
So yeah, boss survival is pretty fun. I like it better than regular survival, even though I've never played regular survival. I don't know. I just like being able to lay all of my bullets into an enemy without them falling backwards and being, you know, invulnerable for some time. It's fun. It's kind of stress relieving, in fact, to just lay everything on out onto a boss. Now the bosses, unlike Gundam Versus Zeta Gundam, actually do range from the beginning series all the way to the series now. So there are, you know, a lot more bigger bosses for those who are familiar with the Zeta Gundam only.
We're fed up with your unpredictability.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot more bosses. What else is there? What else have we got here? That's it. In Mobile Suit, you could select your favorite ones, so you could put them in a quick menu, basically, when you're selecting characters. Favorite strikers does the same thing. Strikers are basically the allies that I told you about that you could call upon. And so you could put strikers in your own little favorites list, and they'll be right then and there in front of you already. Mobile Suit, Mobile Suit development tree, where you could basically buy, not upgrades for the Mobile Suit, but like you could buy strikers. Well, not you could. This is the only way to buy strikers, is through this menu. And when playing this game, if you don't know how to get to this menu at first, you're really going to be given a lot of money. So as soon as you find this menu, you might have a fart knock load of money to just throw away, basically. So this menu gets you your strikers. This menu gets you your titles, which is like Marvel vs. Capcom, where you could have like a little emblem on your character name, and it'll pertain to that certain Gundam or that certain mobile suit. You could select a pilot to pilot that certain mobile suit, which you could have like this fat guy, for example, right here, this skinny wimp right here, for example, or the main character himself from the beginning series, pilot this Gundam. And, you know, there'll be that voice actor as well when fighting with that certain mobile suit. You could also select not only a title, but you could also select an emblem, which sits next to your ID name, and that just signifies what you like about a certain series, like what emblem you like. That's really it. And there's different characters. There's this one that I bought here that I spent a lot on. Kind of, not really a lot. But, there's some things that I bought for him, which is interesting. And the things that you could buy are based off of the mobile suit that you're on and based off of the series that it's on as well. So let's see, let's go to a series that I'm familiar with. Wing Gundam Wing. You'll have certain strikers based off of that series, and even this smaller dude right here, this smaller grunt that you can call upon, which might do the same amount of damage as a normal striker. It just depends if it actually hits the enemy. And then we got a title based off of this mobile suit. And then, you know, it doesn't look like they have any emblems here, so let's see if we can find an emblem in one of these. Title. More strikers. In fact, you could pick different kinds of strikers too, depending on the mobile suit as well. So if you pick like one of the main guys you might not be able to have a certain grunt. And then if you pick a smaller guy, like a secondary character, there you go. A secondary character might have a grunt striker that the main guy does not have available for purchase. There's a buttload of Gundams, man. That's cool. There's media. Oh, that's cool. So it just shows off the series of well, series. How do you pronounce that? But yeah, it kind of shows off a little cinematic based off of that series. And, you know, it shows the main character fighting the main antagonist, or fighting whoever. That's pretty cool. Like, there's Gundam Wing, for example. Now, again, I turned down the voice audio, so there is voice audio, but I prefer not. The Knights of Fire, I like to say. Carnage Gundam, Gundam Seed. Some people might be more familiar with Double O Razor, maybe. So let's get a look at that. I don't know why. I just feel like people nowadays will be more like familiar with Double O than the actual original series. I feel like if I were to walk up to somebody and ask them what was the original series, they'd probably say Double O Razor. I don't know, somebody who's not a fan. Age. I don't know about Mobile Suit Gundam Age. I mean, I don't know a lot about most of these Gundam series, Gundam shows. Like Iron Blood Orphans, I never watched that. I don't know anything about it. I definitely do not know anything about Age. However, it looks like it's kind of like a reboot of the original, kind of, because it resembles the original Gundam, and it really looks like it. Like, it's not just like a regular, oh, you know, just the colors. No, it literally has vents on the chest that are yellow. It's got the yellow on the belt plate right there. It's got the red on the belt plate also. really resembles it, so I don't know if Gundam Age is like a reboot of some kind. But, whatever. I do know that in a lot of the Gundam shows, they started out basically almost the same as the original Mobile Suit Gundam. With your cliche person's running away from enemy, they're all scared, they're all wimpy and all that. They find this robot, they get in it, turn it on, and yes, the hit was a part of it too. They hit it, and it randomly turns on. The enemy shoots at that said robot, and the robot proves to be a little bit, well, not a little bit, a lot stronger than a normal robot. The special robot gets up, punches the evil robot in the face, goes on doing their adventure. It's like, wow. It's basically the story of Rey using a lightsaber in a nutshell. Like, yeah, okay. Except in Gundam, it's a little more obvious that they get some practice in, and that's how they got better. Oh, here we go. Here's something I haven't done yet. I don't think I've set my emblem yet. Oh, here we go. Haven't set my title either. I don't think I have. Wow, those are a lot of titles. Oh. Not sure. Just in case, let's just put it there. Yeah. There's a different plate also. You see.
Crohn's disease.
Oh, plate gold. Oh, I see.
Crohn's.
Silver bronze. I assume gold is like one of the best ones. It makes sense, right? Gold. Silver bronze, yeah. Type acquired. Mobile suit based. Yeah.
Some serious infections require hospitalization. Before treatment, get tested for tuberculosis.
Okay, there's a commercial playing that's like 30 seconds long. Let's go ahead and skip that. I'm just hearing some chattering going on. Like, yeah, okay, that's been going on for a little while. Alright. We set our emblem. There's a replay room apparently. Now I'm curious to know what this is all about. Seems like you could find a replay me say acquire, upload replay acquired. See, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this replay thing is. What it sounds like is you could have like a little cinematic viewer mode type of thing. Kind of like Call of Duty Black Ops 3, even though I'm not familiar with that much. Like, I know that there's a cinematic replay mode, and I don't know if it's got something like that. If that's the case, that would be pretty cool to do some videos like that where it's cinematic, instead of, you know, camera behind the player all the time. Review your rankings. You could set your like your set things to say to somebody online. So it's based off of, you know, the D-pad controls, and it's during battle, after battle, and all that, before battle. And basically you could tell your ally that you'll go up ahead first if you press up on the D-pad, or you could tell them that you're backing out by pressing down. Maybe before the battle you'll tell them that you know, that you're gonna say something preppy, like here we go, for example, left. You could set the game music apparently. Which is interesting. You have a battle record, which is, you know, your records of battles. It's simple. You could also set the battle navigator, which is one of the annoying things about this game, honestly. It's really one of the annoying things about this game. Some of the characters have annoying voices, so it's like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and turn that off. So if you do have this game, you probably should turn that off. Unless you've lowered down the volume, don't mind a little projection screen popping up on on your actual screen with the little battle operator face right there, you know. Settings, add-ons, here's like the store and all that. Staff role, just basically the credits. Information? I don't know what information is really, but I assume it's just like the terms of services. So yeah, I think that's really all I gotta show you guys for right now. Anything else could be done in a later live stream if you guys want to see it. Or it could be seen out of your own eyes. If you guys want to buy the game. Do I suggest buying it? Okay. So we gotta me personally, with my situation, being that I played Gundam and stuff, I liked it, I was addicted to it, and then all of a sudden it stops out of nowhere, and then I spent years like kind of forgetting about it a little bit, and all of a sudden out of nowhere it pops up and stuff, playable in America with actual English text and all that. I was really happy. So if you're somebody like that, then you will most definitely be happy, no matter what. Sometimes it could be slow, like I said at the beginning, again. However, it's just for the basis of being fair. Like, this game is kind of a polished game. So far, I didn't see one mobile suit that's like that one that you have to pick, like that one that everyone goes for because it's overpowered. I haven't seen that so far because it's always depending on it how good you are with it. Like there's Gundam Exia, for example. I think Exia was one of those, is still one of those Gundams that everyone picks because he's kind of easy to use, and those easy things are, you know, easy to hit sometimes. But that's really it. You just gotta be good with Exia. Like, I've tried Exia before. In the beta, I was better with him than I am now. Now, I kind of get beat with him a lot, so I don't use him as much. So yeah. It's polished, it's leveled, and there's no characters that are better than the other one. Maybe aside from the ones that could call the little funnels or the little robots to go and shoot you from behind. Those ones might be a little more higher tier because, you know, you could send them out and they'll surround you and then they'll shoot you in a, you know, circle. And as if you're not able to get out of it. Those guys might be a little bit overpowered, but not that much to the point where you can never beat them, you know. They're still beatable the same way as anybody else is beatable. So, yes, buy this game. If you're a Gundam fan, definitely buy this game. If you're somebody in my boat, you have no choice but to buy this game. If you're somebody who doesn't like Gundam, like who doesn't know anything about it, and hasn't really played a game much like this one, you might want to watch me a little bit more often before you buy the game. Like, suggest a training video, and I'll show you the ins and outs of the combos and stuff, instead of just a vague, okay, this does that, okay, you know, I gotta forget about it now because I'm in combat already. So if you want like a training video full on, like exactly what you're going to be doing, and exactly what you have to do before you buy the game, so you're not like an idiot trying to figure it out yourself. I mean, hey, if you say that yourself, sure. But, yeah, go ahead and ask. I'll be happy to help you out, like figure out if you want to buy the game. Or if you want, you could watch other people too, but sometimes other people could be really try-hard and play like the really try-hard matches, and that could really discourage somebody. I feel like I could go EA in this game, and I feel like I want to put my EA time into this game. My EA time, what is it? Yeah, I feel like I could go pro with this game. It's just I'm so used to wanting to, play nicely, play fair, play like a dingus. If my enemy stops, I will stop also. I play honorably. I'm too honorable sometimes. It ends up getting me killed a lot of the times. But yeah, I play playfully, So yeah, buy this game. It's beautiful. Most people aren't sure. Ask for a training video. Actually, put a comment in my thing down there on the bottom, asking for it, because nobody comments sometimes. All right. Well, if you guys want anything else, Overwatch, Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, which I might do on Twitch. Or I might even play this game on Twitch nowadays instead of doing, random stuff on YouTube. So if I feel like it'll be a long and drawn out live stream, then I'll just do it on Twitch, and I'll do whatever on there, because I'm not necessarily on a timer like YouTube is sometimes. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel here, because it helps out all little channels like us and stuff. It helps us feel a lot better about our work being done here. Get that high view count. And not only that, putting a comment and stuff really, helps, because we get some feedback. We acknowledge the fact that people are actually acknowledging the fact that this video exists, or that a video exists. Also, if you haven't yet, take a follow on over to my Twitch channel, which is exactly the same as this YouTube channel. I think I still have the same icon picture as well. Not too sure. However, I think I have a horse in a banana suit in my background, like my background picture, my background banner. If you haven't yet, follow me on PSN as well. My PSN is Plastic Hamster. And if you guys want any news about any special live streams I go on, I'll be happy to drop a notification down of when and what game it'll be on, and who it might be with. A lot of the times I've been doing some notifications, and so far I haven't gotten any feedback on it, or I haven't gotten anybody to actually join, regardless of the fact that I, put a notification up. So there will be some times where I don't do notifications because of that, and there will be other times where I do notifications because the live stream is just that special to the point where I need to notify people beforehand. I will let you know I never have a schedule for live streams like a specific time. So whenever I do notifications, it's always going to say, oh, why? I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but I'll do it. Just stay tuned, So yeah. I will see you guys later. I hope you guys have a good day, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good dinner night, good breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a late night snack. And I will see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. This somewhat kind of special while at the same time not being special. I'll see you guys later on console, maybe, most likely, for another live stream. I don't know, probably not today, but no, it'll be then and there. Okay, guys, peace out.